This review is of WSI model's Scania Topline 6x2, coupled with a Nooteboom EuroPX 3-axle trailer. It is a limited edition and it's in the colours of the Italian company Lazzaroni. One thing that's not a limited edition is the WSI model's box style, and we've seen that about 100 million times before. As always, it's nice to get the knife out and break the factory sealing. And by that I mean the tapes on the box, not the thing that lights hang from. Out from the box come the various parts of the model, and also a bag of small parts. One thing that is included with this model is a leaflet about the trailer, and it's a nice piece of work because it describes the various trailer options, and on the other side there's information about the real trailer. To assemble the trailer, the rear module is attached to the deck with a steel pin. And at first glance it's a bit of a sticky fit, but that sorts itself out when the full trailer is assembled. And to achieve that, the front of the deck hooks over the gooseneck, and there's a plastic spring clip that you have to push in and engage. Then, to make sure that the deck stays at the right angle, there's a plastic spacer piece which inserts. With that little piece of work done, we're now ready to attach the trailer to the tractor. It's simple enough, and clunk click does the trick. Next we plug in the cable from the gooseneck to the deck. And after that there's a small blanking plate that fits in at the end of the trough. Lastly, there's a little bit of detailing to add, and that consists of marker boards at the back. And they are a plastic piece which presses into the preformed holes. And then with excitement we can run to the gooseneck and insert some marker boards there. Looking underneath, this is a 6x2, so there's only one driven axle, but as you would expect from WSI, the level of detailing is very high. The Scania cab looks great, particularly because of the super Lazzaroni colour scheme. In addition to the nice colours, there are some very high quality graphics. The rear module is a nicely made part, and again the colour scheme makes it stand out. And the standard of detailing on the gooseneck is very high indeed, with the tiny gauges and controls all visible. At the back the wheels look very smart, and the access bolts to the plates on top are nicely highlighted. The very high standard of detailing is also present at the rear of the module. Once again we're out on the Cranes etc. test track, and the Scania rolls nice and smoothly. There is linked steering between the two axles, but the range of movement is restricted by the wheels clashing with the wheel arches. Still, as we always say, something is better than nothing, and if we test out the steering it skids a little because of the fixed rear axle. There's no problem at all with the tilting of the cab, and there's an engine to be seen underneath. And moving on to the module, it does have very nice linked steering, and there's also suspension on the wheel sets. Rolling the module along on its own also works very well. And if we set the steering we see that it is slightly proportional, and we'll see it working a little bit more later on. A feature of the deck is that it's extendable for width, and that's achievable by folding out the tiny support brackets, and then placing on the plastic replica support timbers. If you like to go long rather than short, then the other main feature of the deck is that it's extendable. And just to give that a try, here it is being loaded up with some steel beams. That also lets us see another optional detail, which is the addition of deck posts. These are metal and they pop into holes along the deck edge. And now let's test out the steering on a full-length trailer. And as you can see, it turns in a convincing fashion. Of course, normal loads are all very well, but I want something useful. And what could be better than a couple of boxes of my favourite pocket coffee? Once again, WSI has produced a highly detailed heavy haulage model. This one is particularly attractive because of the Lazzaroni colour scheme. And of course a low loader like this is very flexible in terms of what you can display on it. So if you'd like a limited edition heavy haulage model, this one is easy to rate as very good.